this is like fun with other, running friends. So I'm like, I'm going to do it because I knew it would put me in a good mood. You are my BRF.
What's happening, Eric?
There for your victory lap.
Yeah.
Whoa!
How did that happen?
How did you do that?
And all of a sudden I go to zip it up and I'm like, why is the zipper in the front right now? 0 out of 10 on the recommendation scale.
I am literally crying from laughter and from so much love. Oh my God.
It's like icing off for your cornhole.
And he just smashed Arnie like that and said, you stay out of this, Arnie. And I thought,
I don't run to stay sober. I get to run because I am.
And there she was, a halo over her head.
No, it's not very true. Okay.
And he steps to the side and just gestures. Here's the tinkle pot.
I don't need to tinkle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special bonus edition episode of the On the Runs podcast. I had to get the on in there. Today, we have a fun episode because my kick-ass rock star of a co-host, Six Star Erika, was on the Allie G Show that dropped yesterday. But because I'm in Cancun, we did a lot of work to preload some episodes to give you the content every week. And I think the Allie G Show is doing awesome. But I want you guys to hear this because Erika was on it, and I think this would be a good time to collab with the Allie G Show. I wonder what Erika would think of this. Does she think it's a good time to collab with the Allie G Show?
Of course. It's always a good time to collab with Allie G. I was so honored to be on her podcast for track number 7. She is wonderful. We had such a great time catching up, talking about running, nerding out a little bit, and of course, talking about music.
That's right. So guys, enjoy this bonus episode. We'll be back next week with our fun questions and answer episode where we said, hey, AMA, ask us anything. I guess that should be a AUA, ask us anything. That was a ton of fun. This was a ton of fun. I enjoyed editing your episode, Erika. So thank you for jumping on the AllieG Show. Perfect timing. I planned it like this. I am enjoying Cancun right now. It is 83 degrees and sunny. And you, I hope, get out the door a little bit and do some outdoor running in this winter. Bundle up, stay safe. Erika, take us home and bring us to the Allie G Show.
Everybody, I really hope you enjoy this track of the Allie G Show. And don't forget to stretch.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Allie G Show for track 7. My cheeks literally still hurt from smiling so much during this episode as I caught up with Erika Hamill, aka Six Star Erika, co-host of the On the Runs podcast, ultra marathoner, and dear friend. Tune in as Erika and I discuss marathons, ultra marathons, all the snacks, Harry Potter, and so much more. Okay, I am here with Six Star Erika. Erika from On the Runs podcast, and I have the biggest smile on my face because I wish we were recording the first 3 minutes of our conversation just now as my face lit up seeing you. Erika, welcome to track 7 of the Allie G Show. Thank you for being here.
Allie, it is such an honor. I'm just as giggly and smiley as you are. I'm so happy to be here. I think your show's great, and I'm so happy that you're doing this and you are off to a fantastic start. So thank you for having me.
Well, thanks to you for all of your support. We have a little On the Runs Allie G Show crossover tonight, so I'm super excited. But Erika, I feel like every time, we were just talking about this, but I feel like every time we are in Riverside, it's always me talking about myself. So I'm very excited to hear more about you. But I would love for you to tell the Allie G Show listeners who you are and where you're from and what you're doing.
Absolutely. So I'm Erika Hamill. You may or may not know me from the On the Runs podcast. I am one half of the host of that show, and we've had you on a couple times. Those are excellent Boston episodes because you were just bubbly and one of my favorites. Don't tell the others. But I am from Nashua, New Hampshire. I'm New Hampshire born and raised. It's too cold for me here. I don't know why I stay, but I'm not going anywhere. And for a living, I wish I could say podcasting, but sadly, no. I am a contract manufacturer in the biotech industry. So it's complicated things that we do, but it's not a sperm bank. So sorry, Eric. You'll have to, you'll have to edit this later. But
no,
I know,
Erika,
right?
you are the best. You are such an inspiration to me. And I always love when we get to run together.
Me too.
It just warms my heart for real.
So much love for you, Allie. Yay.
I know. Everybody who's watching the video of this is going to be like, you guys are just so smiley and giggly the whole time because that's my vibe.
Me too.
But
me too.
yeah. But the first time I met you in person, you had just finished your Six Stars. It was the first expo after you finished your Six Stars?
Yes, that is correct. I finished the Six Star journey Tokyo of 2023, and I hadn't done any majors since then. I mean, I didn't do Boston either, but it was just cool to live so close to Boston where I can just scoot down and get to visit the expo. And I got to see you. It was so much fun because you were doing, it was like one of those little like photo booth things that does the 360 around you.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Because you're like,
I memory hold that because it was
I'm
so
in line
embarrassing.
for this thing, and I'm standing there, I'm just like waiting for you.
You showed up with like your B-roll camera, and I was like, "Oh God, this is gonna end up all over the internet." And the guy is like, "Do this with the boa and flip your hair," and I was like, "I want to vomit as the Boston Marathon is on Monday, but sure, I'll pretend to know what I'm doing in this 360 photo booth." As Erika's watching me fail.
For the record, I don't think anybody has seen that video. I don't think I did anything with it. So your secret is safe with me, minus what we just talked about. So
until Eric starts editing and he's like, Erika, send me that video.
That's going to cost him. I don't know. That's going to be pricey. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. A little blackmail. Never hurt anybody, I guess. But no, so tell me a little bit about that. Like, was your Six Star journey always a thing? Were you, when you started running, like, tell me all about that, how you started and how you got to finish your Six Stars.
Oh man, going back. So I only started running in 2009. I was out of college. I was not a runner through school. I did play some soccer, but I mean, that wasn't even my favorite. I kind of gave up all extracurriculars during college. And I don't know, like I picked up the running thing. I ran my first marathon in 2012. And I was one of those people who was like, nope, I'm done. Like my next one took me 3 years to run. So the concept of the Six Stars, I can't really place when I really found out about them, but my first major was Chicago in 2017. So that was only like I think it was my 7th marathon. So I've run quite a few at this point.
That's a lot.
But like it was so early and it was just so electric, like the vibe running a big marathon like that. That was not my first big marathon, but probably the biggest one I've done at that point. And it just kind of spiraled. I'm like, all right, what's next? Like that's what gets in your head. And yeah, the next year I ran 3 more majors. One of them was another repeat, but like, yeah, it just spiraled from there. And we know that 2020 was a weird year, but I would have had them all, I think, in 2021.
Wow.
But I had deferrals and yada yada. And but man, the Six Star journey is it is such a cool thing to do, but it's really, really hard to do just money wise, trying to get into all these races. And it's a journey. It really is a journey.
No, I love it. That's so cool. So Tokyo was your last one. And was did you like get in through a special lottery or because it was your last one? And like, I'm at 3. So I've gotten here's your extra chance at Berlin. I mean, I get rejected every time anyway, but like I still get the extra lottery. Is that how you got into Tokyo?
No, I did Tokyo through a tour group actually. So,
Smart.
certain tour groups will offer bibs. It's not cheap, but
Yeah.
I mean, I had tried for years to get in through the lottery, and they offered me one, and I said, I got to take this. So
Yeah.
I was supposed to run it in 21. It got deferred again, just COVID stuff, and 23 happened, and it was the most incredible race. So I am so happy to follow you on your 6-star journey. So which
Oof.
ones? You have all the US ones, right?
I do. Yeah, a few repeats. Well, yeah, New York and Boston this year.
Trust me, I love the repeats.
I know. I'm excited to do Boston again. New York always excites me.
And
So,
I'm
it's not a
excited
fair
to cheer
answer.
for you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Erica
so
saved my
pumped.
life last year with the seltzer as I
Ooh.
chugged it and I ran away.
Well,
but
you were going for time. You were doing a great job, and if
yeah, it
I'll
crumbled
have one
after
for you
that.
this year too. Maybe some M&Ms.
Thank you. No, but so Tokyo, backtracking, Tokyo last one, fast forward, you see your name on the wall in Boston. Like, what are you thinking?
I was so blown away. Like, it's just such a cool thing to, like, it's not your name and lights. Like, I can see your beautiful name and lights behind you, but that's probably the next best thing is just this. Your accomplishment is for everyone to see. They may not know who you are, but it's there. You can find it. Like, it keeps growing. You're just among some great people who have completed the journey as well. And it's just really cool to see. And I was so thankful that you were there at the expo to capture it. And it
That
was
was
awesome.
crazy.
So cool.
So crazy. I love that. I know.
Yeah.
That was I just loved watching you go up to the wall and like take a picture. You were so excited and I could just see it in your face, even though I literally just met you that day in person, but I just felt like we were so connected in that, like
I
in
know.
the running space.
It's so weird how that works. Like, we had only chatted a couple of times with the podcast and stuff, but you get to know somebody through these chats, and it feels like you are friends. And I love
know.
you. You're family now.
I love you. You're
definitely
like family. I think I threatened you a little bit the other day in a text. I was like, if you come to New York, you better stay at my house. I was like, don't ever not ask me. We're family. We are friends, Erica.
Yep, it goes both ways. So when you come all the way for the BAA medley and such.
Yes. Oh, party.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm excited. And I hope that one day we run one of the races together. We'll find a way.
Do something. I'm
to.
gonna get you. I'm gonna get you in an ultra one of these days.
I think you will, and that's a great segue because I need to ask you about ultras because I feel like I text you all the time randomly, and I'm like, I have this thought of signing up on a whim, and then it like goes away, and then I text you again, and I'm like, hey, are there any good ones to sign up for? And then it goes away. But tell me how you got into ultras, like. Because your first marathon, you're like, I'm never doing this again. Then you're like, right? 3 years later, I'm going to do, 7 years later, I'm going to do another one. And then now you're doing ultras. And do you primarily do ultras now? Or a little bit of both?
It's weird. It has kind of shifted that way, but I still love doing marathons. Like that. Yeah. Now that I have these longer races under my belt, a marathon, I'm like, yes, it's only a marathon. But that's such a weird mindset, right? No, halves are great. Like the other day, I had only a 5 mile, run to do on the treadmill, and I was like, yes, only 5. It's so weird how the mindset shifts.
Totally.
But sorry, what were we even talking about?
Wait,
what's the question?
Shit, now I can't even remember my question.
Oh
how
God,
you got into ultras?
Okay. So this is a common theme with most of the races that I've done, peer pressure. So
I feel that.
2020 happened again, and one of my best running friends, Rachel, she had signed up to do the Marine Corps 50K, and it got canceled. So she switched to virtual. And I'm like, you're going to run a virtual 50K? That does not sound fun. And she's like, you want to do it with me? I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, fine.
So yeah, it does not take much to get me to do some crazy shit. So we decided to do that. It was just like one weekend in October. I think we picked a holiday weekend. So like we would run on like a Saturday and I'd have a couple days to recover. Mm-hmm. But she chose a course that was around a pond and it was a 1 mile loop. So we had to do it 31 times.
No.
And
oh my God.
It probably wasn't our best idea. But it was so cool when we actually did it. Like,
Yeah.
it was just kind of, you think about it, you're like, oh, well, we've done marathons before. It's only 5 extra miles.
Mhm.
Let's give it a shot. And it did take us a good 7 hours to do because we took some breaks. But still knowing that you hit the distance, it's
So
just,
cool.
it is really cool.
How
So, yeah.
how do you even stand your feet that long? I feel like here's my thinking on it, and you're gonna totally shut me down because you know 1,000 times more than me. My thought is running a marathon, and I finished 26.2, and if you're going for time, great. If you're not, great. But I feel like it could keep going, but it just won't be at the caliber that I'm going. Is that what it's like for an ultra, or is it just way slower and you're just I'm going to eat snacks and run 30 miles?
Oh, the ultra life is all about the snacks. It's great.
I know.
But that's
So
one of the
jealous.
things I do think is a little different is it's a little bit less pressure because you
Mhm.
are running so much farther. The time doesn't necessarily matter, but I guess it does
Right.
matter. It depends on your individual goal. I never go for time. I'm just I love the distance PRs. That's my thing. I'm going to try to hit a distance I've never hit before, and I don't care how long it takes me. Or
I love it.
if I have this 30-hour cutoff, I'm gonna come in right under that cutoff. So, but it is hard to be on your feet for that long. But one thing that I will share with the listeners, if you are running an ultra, beware the chair. If you are
What's the chair?
tired, if you are sleep exhausted, just
I
don't
can't
sit
even
down
imagine.
for more than 5 minutes. Don't sit
Even
down at
5
all if you can
minutes?
help it. But
I know. I was going to say, can you even sit? Do you sit?
I try not to. But I mean, I will use a bathroom. I will.
Yeah.
If I have to fix my shoe or something, you have to do a change of clothes and whatnot. And if I can avoid sitting down, I will. But sometimes it's necessary. But just
Wow.
don't get too comfortable because it's so hard to get back up again. It's just, it is something you gotta contend with. Mm-hmm.
I respect the heck out of that, Erika. Man, it scares me, but I know that you're going to get me to do one. If anybody's going to get me to do one, it's you. So what's the craziest ultra you've ever done? Or what's some of the craziest shit you've ever experienced?
Oh man. So last summer, I did the Yeti 100 out in Washington. And then 2 weeks later, I decided I was going to try to hit another 100 miler. So that in itself was just stupid. I don't know about crazy, but just stupid.
It's awesome.
I actually got don't encourage me. No. So I actually got not a distance PR, a time PR for my 100 miler during the Washington Yeti. I had a 27:45, which I'm super proud of. It's nothing spectacular by any means. Are
you kidding?
I'm no Courtney Dauwalter or anything like that. But 2 weeks later, I had a 72-hour cutoff, which is crazy for a 100 miler. That's, you could just basically walk the whole thing and still have time to spare. I took my damn time. It took me 45 hours. I took sleep breaks. I was not moving the whole time. But that is probably the craziest thing I've ever tried, is to do basically back-to-back hundreds.
And you're going overnight, right?
Yes. Yep. It's a
but you're not
continuous
sleeping
race.
7 hours.
You could if you wanted to. You could
That's
use
the
that
time.
cutoff
Okay.
however you wanted. There were people who brought campers, they were sleeping in their everybody had campsites, and that kind of race is my jam. I love the timed races like that because you kind of get to do whatever the hell you want. You get to bring your own food. People have beers on, they'll be like, I'm going to have a beer, take 2 hours and just sit down. And that's a different story. But yeah,
Probably
ultra
makes
life
it a
is
little
just something else, man.
I need to try it. Don't you have to don't you have a crew? Do you have I will come to the dark side. You know I am all about the dark side.
Yes. A lot of times I do this shit by myself. But the thing is, you make friends and everybody is so willing to help everybody else that it just, you never feel like you're really alone.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah, it's super, super fun.
That's
Ultra
cool.
people are just something else too. They're a special level of crazy. This year, I'm going back to that same race that I took 45 hours to do a 100 miler. I'm going to do the whole 72-hour weekend because you can just do the timed race and run for as long as you want. I'm going to try to hit 150 miles that weekend and see what happens.
Oh my gosh,
love
Erika,
pushing
I
the
love
boundaries.
this. That is such a cool goal to have. And what do you get at the end?
It's scary. It's scary.
Do you get?
Oh,
No, it is scary.
I cry
mean,
a little.
Yeah, I mean, you get tears.
Yep. Try to sleep.
Yeah. Can you even sleep though after you've gone for that long?
That was the hardest part for me for that race. I didn't sleep for I think I had 2 hours of sleep within that 45-hour period. And then I had to drive home. But then I crashed so hard once I was in my drive, not literally in my driveway, but I'm crawling in the house. I'm not
even
selling
comprehend.
it, am I? I'm really not selling it. But,
No, you are. This seems like everybody loves to tell me that my sister and my friends are like, oh, you could never live off the land, or you could never because I'm always the one that's oh, dirt, things like that. But then I'm not, you know what I mean? Then I'm wait, I can play the part. If I have to play the part, I can play the part. So that's what excites me about it. And how do you even train for something like that? Or do you just, is it not even, is it time on feet?
It's really not as bad as you would think it was. So training, I really just trained for the first 100. I kind of winged the second one. I literally rested for the 2 weeks in between. But I think my longest run was a 50K on a weekend. And I found a race that corresponded. And I was like, this is going to work out nice. I did maybe 5 days of running a week and 2 rest days, or I didn't strength train, let's be honest. But
I know.
this year could be different. I got a coach this year, so I'm going to see how well it works. But yeah, it honestly is not as bad as you think it is. And you just, if you line it up with a race or something on a long run day, it makes it so much better.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that's doable.
Some trade secrets
for sure.
there.
I know. Yeah. Tell me all your secrets. So why now for the coach? You just decided you want to jump more into it, or what? What was the inspiration behind that?
So this year, I do kind of want to get back into speed. I'm not going to have my ultras until the summer, so I figured I'd have the spring to try to do a little bit better. There have been a couple of marathons that I've done, literally only 2, that I've gotten under 4 hours, and I'm super proud of those. And I'd like to do it again. And so I'm signed up for this race. It's called the Cheap Marathon, and it's on this little rail trail that we have down in New Hampshire. And it's very flat, and I know the course, and I just figure I need the prescribed strength training. I need the speed workouts. I just need a little push to get me back, because it's me with all the other running. I just never really wanted to push. I'm I can do the miles. That's great. Time doesn't matter. But now I just want to pick it back up again. So yeah, gonna try.
Wait, I love that. It's gonna be so fun. The Cheap Marathon.
Yep.
That's, you know what? And I was gonna say this before when you brought up your little 1 mile around the pond. I always say so my block where I live now is it's just a square.
Oh, really?
It's a square, and it's exactly from my door going all the way around to my door again is a half mile. And I'm how fun would it be? And there's also this little, I'm not explaining this well, but hopefully it translates. There's the little cut through street isn't a main road. My road's pretty busy. The one parallel is pretty busy, but the two that connect aren't that busy. So we could ideally set up a little water station on that side street and do an around the block half marathon.
The Allie G half, yes.
Yes, I want to call it the around the block half marathon.
I love that.
Because if you do a half, it's 26 times around, which seems ridiculous. But if you saw my block, you'd be I could run 26 times around this block. You just got to make up your own shit. That's
absolutely.
It's giving cheap marathon, except it's giving cheap half marathon.
Basically. Oh, it's so funny. Instead of a medal for that race, you get a ribbon, and it says all I got for running this marathon was a stupid ribbon.
Wait, I love that.
And one year it had a spelling error on it. I'm I love it. It said 26.2. I don't even remember, but it fucked it up somehow. So
yes, no, that's those are the best moments. I don't know if I told you guys this on my On the Runs episode, but when I ran Martha's Vineyard, I told you it was half sand. Then it was the sidewalk and the forest and all this other shit. And I looked down and the medal says 2022.
I do
Like,
remember you
or
mentioned that,
2023, because I ran in 2024. Yeah, and I looked down and said 2023, and it literally sits next to my treadmill. And I look at it every day and I'm like, yep.
That's amazing.
Like, but it's one of those where you're just like, this is what it's all about. This is what I'm running for.
I remember that you were saying like, oh, they better not have like this is a Boston qualifier. Like they better not have screwed anything else up. Like my timing chip better work. And,
I know.
And then you come out with that medal, and
yeah,
at least that was the only thing, right?
But it's my favorite one. I mean, it's my favorite one because it's wrong. It's like
super special.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it is super special. So a ribbon is like the same vibe. That's
exactly.
Cool.
Yep.
I love that. And I love the ultras where you get like belt buckles and things like that.
Mm-hmm. I got myself a little collection of those now, and
that's right.
It's different, and it's weird because I don't even wear belts anymore, so they're just like hanging. I'll have to show you a picture later, but I just kind of have them like I have a metal hanger, and it's like I'm a marathon maniac, so it says like marathon maniacs with like my ID number thing, and like I just like hook it on all the little like spikes at the top. Like so I mean it's with all the marathon stuff. It's special.
It's where it belongs.
Exactly.
I need to see that later for sure.
I'll send pics, don't worry.
How many are you in now? Like how many have you done?
I had to actually
count?
look this up. I do count. That's the only one I do count. I don't count like halves or anything, but I've run at least marathon distance. There's 56 races. And 15 of them were ultras now.
You're amazing.
And they're just so fun. I swear to God, people, if you're on the fence about doing an ultra, just try. It's really, really fun. Especially if you pick like Pterodactyl can vouch for me. She did a 6-hour ultra this past year, and she hit new distances. She had a blast. I mean, of course, it hurts after because you're running for a long time, but like she had such a blast. I'm like, you're an ultra marathoner now. Like that's such a cool thing. So I like to encourage people to just push some boundaries here and there. You know what? There's one in where do you live in regards to Cooper River Park?
That's a great question. So it must be pretty far.
It's somewhere in Jersey. That's all I know. But
I'm gonna look it up.
There's one, the Loopy Looper, and that one's on pavement. Actually, yeah.
I'm looking this up right now.
Please
while
do.
We're on.
If I can get you to go, that's gonna be so
Looper.
fun.
Are you doing it?
I haven't signed up yet, but I have the day free. Like I'm already reserving the weekend. So
okay, tell me more.
So this is they do a 12-hour ultra, a 24-hour ultra. They have a specific 100-miler, and then you can do relays. But this is a paved ultra. So it's not terrible, but it is in the middle of summer.
Sand.
There's no sand. It's actually pretty cool. Like you can see, I think, Philadelphia in the background. Like you cross like this little bridge, and Philly's right there, and like
that's not that far. We could do it.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Let's do it.
But it is in August. It's August 2nd.
That's fine. So. I'm not afraid of the heat.
If I got you on board, I'll sign up well, not right now.
I will literally sign up after this pod.
Yeah.
And I will.
Damn, dude. Let's do it.
Make sure. I'm ride or die, Erika. You know this.
So I promise you, I'm not going to go crazy on that one because I'm going to do the 12. And the next weekend is my anchor down. And that's when I'm doing 24 hours.
Ooh.
So I will not do anything
up,
crazy.
Will it mess you up? Okay.
No way.
I'm going to mess you up. I'll do it.
I think you can get an extra little like skeleton guy who goes on your medal if you do 10 laps. So that makes it 37.5 miles. And you have 12 hours to do 37 miles. That's not that bad.
We could do it.
So I'm totally thinking of that. Yeah.
I did. You know, it's funny though that you just said the skeleton guy, because when I looked it up on my phone just now, I was like, cool branding. Like, I'm like, that'll make me sign up because I'm a dork like that.
We're going to talk, Allie. I've got like the Smithers, like, or the Mr. Burns fingers going on. Like,
I'm going to be like
do this.
Instagram storing my confirmation and being like, first ultra in August. Yes. No, let's do it. I'm so down. I'm saying it on the record because it's going to force me to do it. But no, this is going to be so fun. Now I'm smiling again like a dork.
Yay! Just like you were when we were talking about Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh my God! Wait, Erika, I can't believe
that.
I totally missed that. We're going to talk about it now because whatever. It's the Allie G Show, and Erika's here, and we can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
It's already off the rails. So
yeah, it's already off the rails. It's fine. They're gonna love it. It's totally fine. Are you loving it? I feel like you want to leave.
I'm having so much fun. No way.
Erica's
no way, I
like,
don't
get
wanna leave.
me the fuck out of here.
Nah.
We were talking before we started recording. This is gonna be so funny and ridiculous. And Erika was like, I am playing Hogwarts Legacy. And I just made this face. Again, if you're watching on video, I was like, like dead serious. I put my hands on I was like, oh my God. Because I have played 3 games in my life. 3 games.
Just 3? That's it?
Well, I mean, did you like play The Sims when you were younger? Like I played The Sims.
Yeah, but that's not like a PlayStation.
No, it's not like a game.
Something. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So like, I mean, like between like the Wii or the Switch now and the PS5, which I impulsively bought when I had the flu because I was like, I literally thought I was on it was my last day on earth. I was like, there's no way I'm not dying tomorrow.
God.
I survived. Plot twist. I'm still here a year later.
I'm so happy.
Thank you so much. So I've played 3 games in my life: Animal Crossing, FIFA, and Hogwarts Legacy.
Amazing.
Now, Hogwarts Legacy, I have never been so frustrated at a game in my life. Like when I tell you I sit here and I'm playing and I feel like a teenage boy because I'm like on the internet, on Reddit, like how the fuck do I get out of this like castle and like how do I defeat Ranrock and how do I play this game and not be Gryffindor? Like I am teenage boy level invested in this fucking game.
Oh, I'm so obsessed.
And I am on like the last mission, but I can't beat the guy. And I'm doing it. Erika, it stresses me out so much.
So I'm having I'm on my second go of it because it came out last year. I played it when it came out. I played as a Hufflepuff first. Yeah.
I want to play as Hufflepuff. It's different.
Fun. Yeah, I heard that they're all a little different. Like you get special little things like experiences or whatever. But I'm a Ravenclaw this time around. And I'm like, I know I can do this shit, but I haven't learned the spells yet. And it's really frustrating because I have to go through the whole fucking game again. So
I know. I can't even imagine.
I'm sitting in the basement. Brandon just got a gaming laptop, so he's doing his own thing, like right next to me, and I'm just sitting there, like grumbling, like, "Oh my God, how do I do? Yeah, fucking troll!" Like,
no, literally, I'm like, "Oh, these fucking animals are like coming out of the water, and I don't have the spell to defeat them." And they're like, those guys that are. I can't wait for somebody to relate to this conversation when they listen to the podcast.
I was afraid I was going to nerd out. I was like, oh God, Allie's going to just look at me like, oh, how old are you?
Erika, I have nobody to talk about this with because whenever I say it out loud,
I'm thrilled actually.
Like, you are like almost 30. Why are you playing this game? And I'm like, you don't understand.
I'm almost 40 and I play this game.
I'm like, you don't understand. I started the game and I will not quit. And then I'm going to play as a Hufflepuff because I heard it's so much different than playing as a Gryffindor.
You do get to do cool things, but since I played it first, I had no idea that it was special.
No.
So it was weird.
But I'm afraid I won't remember what's different.
See, that's what I'm still trying to figure out. There were a couple of things where I was like, I don't remember this quest and yada yada.
Yeah.
But
see, my thing is that like every time I play, there's like a new quest, but I'm like at the end. Like, I don't understand. I'm like I could play the last mission, and if I ever figure out a way to beat this guy, which is never going to happen.
We're going to talk more about this later. I'm going to help you through this.
Yeah, no, you have to help me through this. But I'll say one last thing. It is hilarious when like I'm playing and my whole family's home, and they'll come in and ask me a question. I'm like, Mom, I can't. I'm in battle. Like you don't understand. I'm in battle. You have to stop. You have to stop talking to me.
That literally happened to me like today. Brandon talking to me, and I kept doing that. Like,
yeah. And then finally, I'm just like, stop. I need to focus.
Well, he was like, Are you done yet? And I was like, why? And he's like, I needed you. Like, come over here. And I was like, oh, hold on. And I still like played for 5 more minutes. Oh God. It's bad. It's bad, but it's so much fun.
But it's amazing. Have you ever played like Animal Crossing? Are you like an Animal Crossing girl?
So I have a Switch, but I'm like a straight up Mario girl. So I have
Oh,
like
yeah.
Super
Oh, I
Mario
lied.
Odyssey and
4
like
games.
so you played those two.
Mario.
Yeah. And then like Luigi's Mansion is the other one I like. But I actually have not played Animal Crossing. I need to get on that.
You're gonna have to get on
I
it.
just
It's
dropped
totally
down
different.
a point, didn't I?
No. You're still like
Okay.
you can never drop down.
You're
There's
too
no
kind.
chance you're ever dropping down after you saying you play Hogwarts Legacy. What house are you personally?
Personally, I am a Hufflepuff. I know that dates me too, because like nobody does that anymore, but I'm straight up Hufflepuff. It's all about the food.
Okay, well, let's get into music.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's your
okay.
whole deal. Let's do
I
this.
know.
We've been off track.
Listen, no, I don't even care. That's the point. I'm flexible.
Perfect. I love
We'll
it.
just keep going.
Laid back attitude.
Okay, so you spend it's not as much time as I would think in my head to train for an ultra, but you obviously have to put in the time on feet and the hours.
Yes.
Do you listen to podcasts? Are you like a music person, a podcast person? What's your vibe?
I am basically a straight up music person when it comes to running. I like to zone out. Like I'll just focus on a beat or something like that. And if I'm trying to concentrate on anything, like it either throws off my running or I don't focus on what I'm listening to. So it never stays, it never retains. So the music just helps me so much more.
Yes. So you're more of like a beat over the lyrics kind of person.
Definitely.
Okay, same.
Yep. I need the high energy pop, punk, I mean EDM stuff, like anything that's just gonna give me some sort of little energy boost.
Yeah, I'm so with you on that. I especially with like anything podcast related or like I don't know. I get it. It just boils down to it being the beat. Like I can't even tell you that I'm listening to a song for the lyrics ever in that like in the running space and podcast. Forget it. Like I could listen while I'm running, but like I will literally have to listen 10 times over because my brain doesn't work in the way of like focusing on what I'm listening to and running at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I totally agree with that. And so like if you're lacing up and you're going out for a 20-mile run or something or a really long run, what would be like the first thing you put in your playlist? Are you going like for a playlist or are you like, I need pop punk today, I need pop today, I need this? Like what's your thought on that?
Oh man, I am such a creature of habit when it comes to running playlists. Like if I'm just in the car, I can listen to anything. But if I'm out for a run, I have like 2 or 3 certain playlists that I listen to, and it's weird. I have to listen to them in order because it kind of like just the way I set it up. Like I have a half marathon playlist and I have it at, I think it's like an hour and 49 minutes. So I'm like, depending on where I am in the course, I could tell by what song is playing and I could tell how well I'm doing. Like it's so weird, but like that's like runner's math. I can kind of take the runner's math out of it by just listening to my music.
Totally.
It's so weird, but yeah, there's like certain songs I'll be like, oh, there's 2 more songs left. I got to pick it up or something like that. And
yeah.
No,
I'm with you.
There's just certain playlists I have to listen to, and it's just it's like a comfort thing, I guess. Like I know, I'm almost done if this song is playing, like that kind of thing.
No, that's such a smart way to think about it. I don't think that's weird at all. I think it's brilliant because I've never thought about it in the way that you're thinking about it. But on the other hand, I do. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example for the mile. Like I did the Brooklyn Mile and I remember like I was so nervous about it for no reason. But also like when you're in marathon mode, and I don't know if you get this too when you're in like ultra marathon mode where it's like you're kind of setting your pace. So it's like a mile to me and trying to race a mile to me like tomorrow would throw me into a spiral.
Oh, I'm
like,
terrified of that. Those short distances are gnarly.
Yeah, they're gnarly and you're sore and it's only a mile and it's like you're sprinting for a mile. And I only learned that like 2 years ago when somebody was like, oh, are you sprinting? And I was at the start line and I was like, I literally don't know what you're talking about. I'm here to run a mile. And they were like, oh yeah, like people sprint this. And I was like, all right. But I always put like 2 songs on it and I'm like, okay, well, if I have to go over and it starts a new song, then I'm not doing as well as I wanted to do. And but then on the other hand, it's like for a half marathon, I'm like, oh, okay, like it's like an hour and 40 minutes. That gives me a little buffer, whatever. But I've never thought about it in that way of like, oh, I'm almost done if this song comes on. But I do listen in order. So it would make sense to pivot and think about
Right?
it that way. Might make it a little easier to get through.
And it's weird. So I have that playlist that I listen to for the half marathon. That's the same like playlist I'll listen to for a marathon, except I'll do it twice. And then that's when it gets a little like dicey though, because there's no way I'm running like a 3.5 hour and like, nah. So I'll be like, okay, so I can listen to this song. And then the second time around, I can get to like the third song. Like it's just, but it's just such good jams that
I know what's
it
on
doesn't
it.
even matter. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna
Pull it up.
I have a lot of
Pull
like
it up.
AJR on there.
Yes.
It is a lot of EDM. So one song that I love to have, I think this was one of your questions you had. What's the song like is on most of your playlist? It's Breaking a Sweat from Skrillex and the Doors. It's the Zed remix.
Yes.
That one song, I have been listening to it for years and years. Like this goes back to like my iPod, bringing that out on my runs, like a long ass time ago. So that song is carried through like the years, and it's just so high energy, and you can't help but just be like, all right, this is getting me pumped. So that's always like the first song on my list. And then going into like my pop roots, like Becky Hill. I love Becky Hill.
Yes. What a throwback.
Right? Like
Becky Hill.
when did I first heard, like my favorite song by her is Remember, and that's like with David Guetta.
Yeah, Remember's a great song.
Oh, yeah.
And also anything that David Guetta touches is like gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, totally agree. But like I remember hearing her first when I was out in London. Like I remember getting ready for the day. We're in our hotel room. Brandon's just flipping through channels, and I hear this song, and I like perked up, and I was like, what is this? Brandon, Shazam it for me.
Yes.
He's like, oh, it's this lady. And I'm like, so I've been a big fan of hers, but like, what else do I got on here? Mark Ronson, Joel Corey's good. Do you know the song Drive by Clean Bandit?
How does it go? I feel like I should play a little clip of it. I don't know if we're allowed to play it. Are we allowed to play it?
I don't know.
I feel like I would know it. I'm not great with like names, but I feel like I know the song.
I've listened to it 1,000 times and I can't even like think of the beat right now. But like that's such a good song. Like we're talking just high energy and
totally. Well, Clean Bandit is like, I feel like they're always high energy.
Mm-hmm. Tiesto, like Call on Me. Come on, those are just like you can't help
it.
Yeah. And then towards the end, so the song that I end with is totally like probably a bougie basic choice, but it's Britney Spears' Work Bitch.
Wait, that's so good.
Because it's basically like, hey, do you want this goal or not? This is the last like song, like let's go. And a lot of times I don't. Like I've only run 2 marathons, like, or 2 half marathons that are around that time. And like, I'll be like, oh, well, I know I can roll over into the first song again. But like, I just know. I'm like, all right.
Defeating the purpose of the way that you're thinking about the playlist. You're like, wait, I'm almost done.
Let's call it like wishful thinking. These playlists are too short. But like, I know that I have a little wiggle room on the other side. But yeah, so those are some staples that are on my list that just like you can't help but be pumped up from it.
I know. I feel like, everybody's answer is like Eye of the Tiger, and I mean, no shade. Like you do you, but like that is not the thing that gets me pumped up. Like I want like the most lame, like, and I couldn't wait to say this on the pod because you get what I'm saying. Like if I'm running and a Jack's Mannequin song comes on, I'm like through the roof gonna lose my shit. Like I would just lose my shit. You know what I mean? And it's like nobody, I mean, if you know Jack's Mannequin, you know Jack's Mannequin, but if you don't, like you absolutely don't, and you like don't know the whole Andrew McMahon scene, but like Dark Blue will come on and I'll be like, this is so depressing, but like I'm still running.
But that one had like, as sad as like the song overall is, like it's got such a great beat to it. Like,
right?
That song is amazing.
I know. He's always on my playlist every single time. Every single time.
So I have a lot of something corporate on my punk rock playlist. Because ultras, I tend to go the punk rock way because I have no idea. like it's just
Yeah.
you kind of get in that dark place and you're like, fuck, I gotta figure out something else to listen to, and might as well get all angsty like I was when I was a teenager. Reasoning
right.
just goes out the window.
No, I know. I totally get that. I mean, I don't even know what I would be thinking of. I guess I'll find out in August when I'm running an ultra. But
We're gonna have so much fun.
Nervously saying this on the pod, knowing I'm gonna have to follow through.
All you have to do is just know that if you sign up for like the 12-hour, you can run as much as you want or as little as you want. There's literally no pressure unless you put it on yourself.
You already sold me. I'm
and
sold.
There's snacks. There's so many good snacks.
I love snacks. I'm like walking snacks, basically.
Oh my God. So this past year, I was supposed to do the Yeti 100 in Virginia, but the hurricane got canceled. So my friends and I drove to, we were just in Virginia, and that was North Carolina, to probably the most epic aid station ultra that I've ever been a part of. They had Burger King cheeseburgers for one of their aid station snacks. I was like, where did these come from? This is magical. And I don't normally eat fast food like that, but holy shit, it was game changing. I'm just grabbing all these.
Did you eat a burger?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I eat a burger. They always have such good snacks, but that was probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen at an aid station. Anything goes, basically.
I feel like I would want mac and cheese.
That has been there. Mm-hmm.
Really?
They'll do a lot of soups, just because those are easy to drink and they have the salts and stuff. They'll do the standard PB&J sandwiches, but somebody had a Fluffernutter. I'm like, oh my God,
Yum.
the fluff sandwiches are so good.
The fluff sandwiches.
Yeah. Anything goes. It's so much fun.
Well, I'm in. Yes. That's going to be great.
Yes.
That's going to be great.
Yes.
Backtracking a little bit because
again,
this episode is so great. I'm so excited for this to come out and for everybody to hear it. So we talked a little bit about your ultra playlist and what your vibe is, and you kind of just go and you're not really thinking about it. So it's totally different from what you listen to during the marathon, a full marathon. If you're okay.
Yep.
But the half playlist stays
the half
same.
Playlist is pretty much. That's just my favorite running music. So it can go for any distance pretty much. I won't say no to that during an ultra, but I will get sick of it if I'm out there for a wicked long time. So I will broaden my horizons for the longer races and just kind of be like, all right, I got to switch this up, try to change the mindset once again, and anything will go. But
love it. I love it.
You do need the more energy, but pop, something that's gonna kind of be fluffy, that's gonna lift you out of the dark hole that you want to climb into. So
you're not convincing me anymore. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You lost me. No, no, that's
start you off slow. That's what.
Yeah. The 12 hours seems like my vibe. No, that's really cool though. I'm excited to do it with you. Maybe we'll have a joint playlist. Who knows? I do listen to our blend all the time. It is so good.
All I can say is thank God for you, because I listen to the same shit all the time, and you get me to listen to different things.
Me too. For you,
discovering different bands, and although I love the Jonas Brothers too, just let it be known. I'm so happy that they always show up on there. It makes me so happy.
See, this is why we get along. Hogwarts Legacy, Jonas Brothers, Runners, music.
And you know what? Even though I may be team NSYNC and you're team Backstreet, I was telling my friend the other day that Backstreet Boys was my very first CD that I ever bought.
Really?
It was that and Big Willie Style from Will Smith.
Wait.
See, I'm wicked dating myself now.
No, it's so good.
Was it 99? When did that come out?
I think it was 99.
It was literally yeah, go ahead and Google that. At least Big Willie Style, because was that the same year? Because I'm trying to think of which Backstreet Boys CD it was. It must have been their very first one.
1997.
Good God.
I was 1 year old.
Shut up. I was 11, so I still can't believe that I have 10 years on you, girl. There's no way. I feel like a kid.
Soul.
I feel like such a kid.
Yeah.
So
no,
we
I love
even
that.
out in the middle.
Yeah, we do. We really do. We balance each other out. I love it. No, that's so cool.
happy.
I remember like I always wanted to listen to Backstreet Boys CDs on my sister's like Walkman
Mm-hmm.
when that was like a thing. And I was like this like 3-year-old like walking around with like the big headphones and like stealing shit from my sister and like my cousins too because they're all older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like during that Backstreet Boys NSYNC era. And
I love it.
I just lean more towards Backstreet Boys. I'm sorry.
I have no shade against Backstreet because they are still amazing. And did you see that they're having a Vegas residency now?
I was just gonna say, yeah, contemplating flying
Someday
to Vegas for that someday.
I don't have Nevada as a state. I'm trying to do all the states a marathon or greater in every state, and I don't have Nevada yet. So
I
I might.
that. How many do you have?
synchronize. I think 20. I got. I think I did 20 as of last year. I haven't got anywhere new this year so far.
Listen, that's a good goal to have. That's a really good goal to have. That's fun.
And I have no time limit on it because that's going to take forever to do it all. And I am one of those crazier people who will be like, yeah, I'm going to try to do like a marathon this weekend, and then like the next weekend I'll try another one. And I don't recommend that for everybody, but
unless you're Wyatt Moss.
Oh God, he's in a league of his own.
He's like Wyatt. One every day.
He's insane.
He's awesome. He's so awesome. It's so cool that
he's
he can
one of my favorites. Yeah,
sustain that. Yeah, it's so cool following his journey. But that'll be you. That will be you one day.
One
now
day,
coach, speed.
We'll see.
All that. If you can do 200 milers in 2 weeks, you could
still don't
you could do a marathon.
Zero stars.
You're
do
like,
not recommend.
No, that's so cool though. I think that's such a great goal to have. And do you have like other than the little bit of speed, maybe kind of getting back in there, do you have any other goals for this year or like next year or long term? I guess. I
mean, really, I'm just trying to hit that distance goal this summer. I'm going to see how that goes, and just trying a couple things that scare me. So I mentioned doing the Anchor Down Ultra this year. I have been doing for the past like 4 years the 12-hour, and I'm doing the 24 this year. And it is scary because they hold it in the very heat of the summer, and it starts at 7 p.m. So you're running from 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you're running through like you're up forever. Like it just
the night and then the day and then the night.
Yeah, and it's so hot in the daytime. Like it's in Rhode Island, and it is really pretty around there. You're running by like the ocean, but it's still so goddamn hot. So that's just what's going to challenge me this year. So I mean, yeah, just going with really the distance, and if I can get some speedy ones in there too, that'd be cool.
That's awesome. We'll get you out to a mile race here in New York. God. Just kidding.
If I can crack like 7, I'd be happy.
Do not recommend. It's like the most stressful situation.
Like a 4 something or what, 5 something?
Oh, not yet. I'm like, I think it was 5:43 or something.
That's incredible.
Which is fine. It's good.
Are you kidding me? I haven't seen a 6, I don't think, ever, let alone a 5. No, so just be very proud of yourself.
No, thank you. I mean, you too. Listen, I could never do what you're doing, but that's the beauty of running and bringing people together. No,
everybody has their own goal. That is the really nice thing about the sport. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. And you kind of all come together in the end. But yeah, no, the mile's crazy. I think I PR'd by like a second in like 2 months. Like I had one in August and then one in September.
Yeah.
And I beat my time in September, or I beat my August time in September by a second. Still and counts. I remember being like, that's a PR, let's go. Meanwhile, my tongue is like tingling, my teeth hurt because I'm running so fast. And I'm like, Jesus, am I dying?
Who knew that the mile would be like the nastiest race you could actually run?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Do not recommend.
Kudos.
Do not recommend at all.
That's intense. Especially you were running in summer. Like you said, what, June and when did you say?
August. The August one was hot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in Brooklyn.
That should count extra because you.
I know. We should get like, you didn't even get a medal. Points. Should be
really?
Like, yeah. But we did get a cool tote bag. So as a merch girl, yeah, like as a merch girl, I'm like in for the tote, you know?
There you go.
Especially if it's zippers. walking around New
very
York.
nice. Mhm.
Yeah, it's like an elite tote bag. Do you want to do some like rapid fire? Okay.
Yeah, let's rapid fire. Let's go.
do it. Let's do it. Because I have chewed your ear off more tonight than I should have, but it's all
I
good.
had so much fun. This was an absolute blast.
No, I'm literally, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. I love this. This is amazing.
My cheeks have eaten my eyes.
I know. I'm
just-
like,
oh. Yep.
I love it. All right, you ready?
Yes, let's go.
I feel like I hype this up and I make it sound so intense, but it's like not intense at all. Okay. What is your favorite race distance?
I'm going to go with the marathon for this. The marathon
Love
is
it.
like the ultimate challenge every
Okay.
time, no matter what. You respect the distance.
Ooh, I love that answer. Okay, Spotify or Apple Music?
Oh, I'm a Spotify girl.
Yeah, that was like a
Yep.
cheap question because I already know. But the listeners don't know.
Listeners now. They know now.
Now they know. One word to describe how music makes you feel when you're running.
Confident. It gives me confidence. I can run fast when I hear a fast-paced song. I can go up a hill when I hear like certain pace songs. Like it makes me confident I can get the job done.
Love it. I think we were separated at birth because I definitely have the same answer.
By 10 years, Allie. 10
yeah.
years.
It's fine. Morning runs or evening runs?
I'm an evening runner. Am I on like the I don't know, the low end on this one? Like people everybody seems to be a morning runner and I'm like the odd person out.
Yeah, or like middle of the day.
I will
You know?
run in the heat. Like I know Mariana was saying that too. Like she loves running in like the middle of the day in the heat. I love it. I hate being cold. I will run full sun. I don't care. I mean, still probably not the most fun thing I've ever done, but yep. I'm just not a morning person. I've tried and it just doesn't work.
I am not a night runner. So I respect you running in the evening. I cannot do
respect
it.
you for waking your ass up in the morning.
I will
don't know how
give you
you do it.
kudos for the rest of my life on Strava, Erika, till the day I die. But
Same here.
The
I
only
really
time I'll
wish
run at night.
I knew what the secret was to wake up early. I tried to do it this morning just because I knew I was coming on to talk to you. And I was like, I'm not going to have time or I'm not going to run at 9 o'clock at night because then I got to go to bed. So I'm like a 5:30 to 7 runner.
Okay, but aren't you hungry? Like, are you
I usually
hungry?
have a snack on the way home and then
Okay, fair.
So that is something I think you talked with Jeremy about this, like when you like to run, because I will eat dinner at like 8 o'clock at night. Like I'll have a snack before I run, and then I will eat a full ass dinner. Like
Listen.
I am in the minority.
No, whatever works. Because I eat like an old lady. Like if it was socially acceptable to eat dinner at like 4 p.m., I would eat dinner at 4 p.m. But like everybody that I go out with, I know, but then I'm like, then I can't sleep. And then I just, like, I am conditioned, I swear to God, to eat between like 5:30 and 6, which I know is so unpopular.
Hey, it's better
But I'm
for
not
you because
hungry
you
after.
do get to digest and not going to bed on a full stomach. But I just have, oh God, all of my habits are just terrible.
I mean, same.
That's for another.
I mean, listen, I don't say that to make myself sound like an angel. Like I definitely come home, like if I'm out and I come home and it's like 11 o'clock, there's no chance that I'm not eating an entire bowl of pasta.
You got
yeah,
snack.
It's
Oh,
not
and I
even a
love that your
It's
snack
like
is pasta. Like that's amazing.
No, like it's literally not even a snack. It's like I have pasta ready to rock and roll in the fridge for those nights. So listen, I respect it, and I don't stretch either. So I'm putting it out there. I don't stretch.
Don't feel bad.
Don't follow my rules.
Dude, I don't practice what I preach. If you listen to On the Runs, that's my sign off, and I never stretch.
Yeah, I don't stretch. There's no shot. Who has time for that shit? Not me.
I love you so much.
Anyway, and I can only wake up early because I take Bex's classes. So
smart. Yeah,
that's really it. And the 6:30 a.m.s are killing me.
She is worth waking up for. I have done it a few times when I had a milestone, but usually if I don't have a milestone, I sleep through them. Sorry, Bax. I love you. I do, but 6:30 is early.
6:30 is early. I will say though, and then I promise I will get to the rest of these questions because whatever. Again, we can do whatever we want. It's our pod.
It's your show.
I will say I had the biggest smile on my face the other day because I don't I don't know if I text you and tell you that I heard your milestone, or did I think I thought in my head that I was like, I'm going to text Erika. And then I went immediately from my treadmill to my desk, which is right here to right here.
I can see it.
Yeah. So, immediate, but I think it was a 45-minute or maybe it was a 60-minute. I don't know, but it was recent and you had a shout out.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
And I was like, Six Star Erika, she's not here, but she's like was here, but I'm taking it later.
That's so fun.
But it made me feel like we were running together and you helped me get through. I think I was doing speed work because I wasn't following the class. And then that just made me like perk up and I was like, oh, it's Erika.
Oh, so much love for you for doing that. That's so tough to do your own thing while following a class that's doing a different thing. And
yeah,
damn, girl.
But it's what we're talking about. Like, I just don't, like, if it's out of my head, it's out of my head.
That's
you know what I mean? I'm like focused on the music. I'm not, no offense to who the instructors are, but some days.
I feel like we have to mention real quick that that's kind of how we met, sort of. Like, I knew about you from Peloton because you were always on the leaderboard and you were always the one, bim, 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 high five, high five. Like, and it was like, yes. Because we've talked about this with some of our other friends, like who high fives that much? And I'm like, I do, because it's just like, it's a distraction and it's fun. And you get to know like you're like the people who do it the same time of day as you. And like, it's so much fun. And so that's how I got to know like the Allie G Show.
I know, but I always forget that, Erika, because I feel like we've known each other for an eternity.
Right.
Like, that's what it feels like.
That was like the seed, the very first little seed. And then and
I think
spiraled in the best way possible.
Yes, and look at us now. I will say though, I think you weren't you Ham Shazam?
Oh my God, that's digging deep. Yeah, that was my name before I changed it from it was Ham Shazam, but then I was Erika's on a roll, and then I switched it to Six Star Erika. What'd you call me when you started? Did you pick that up from Eric? He calls me Six Star all the time.
Yeah, of course. I had to call you Six Star Erika. And now I am overthinking the fact that I didn't say your last name, but it's fine. I'll say it in the intro.
I said it too, I think.
Yeah, no, you did. But I just had to introduce you as Six Star Erika because that's who you are to me. That's you. So
I love it.
All right, I'll do one more and then I'll let you go because I'm like taking up all your time.
I'm going to break a record for the longest Allie G track.
Yes, you are. It's going to be like an hour and 1 minute because nobody wants to talk to me for longer than that. Okay, so you already said one song you can't stop listening to. So what is one running item you can't live without?
It's got to be the headphones. Let me tell you, I have turned my car around and went home because I have not had them. And I'm so reluctant to be one of those runners who will play with the music out loud because I don't want to bother people out there because I like to run on a rail trail and there are other people and I just want to be a considerate runner. So I'm not going to go blasting my music because I need it loud. Well, as loud as I can get away with. And like I've literally been like, I'm not doing this right now. And I've gone home.
No, I know.
So I'm sad to say, but like it just tanks your run. And if you have to do speed, I'm like, oh crap. What do I do?
Yeah,
now?
there's no shot. Zero shot that I can do it without. If I'm not running with someone, there's no chance I'm running in silence.
It's so tough to do that. And I can't stand listening to myself like just breathe and huff and puff. Like some people focus in on that and I respect the hell out of that. That is just not me. I'm not like I don't know, I'm probably like snarfing and like my shoes are squeaking and it's gonna just totally derail it. So headphones are a must.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And you know what another thing is too? Like when my jacket, like if I'm wearing a jacket in the winter and it's like bouncing up and down and I hear it swish, I'm like, please stop. Like I know it's myself, but I'm like, stop making noise.
Yeah, I totally get it. Oh.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, well, this has been the most fun I've had the entire week.
This made my whole week too.
I'm
my
sad
day, my night,
it's over. I'm so sad that it's over. No, this made my entire day and week and month probably, but I just adore you and I am so inspired by you. I can't believe you got me to sign up for an ultra really soon in the next like 5 minutes.
Text me. I'll answer any questions you got. I will.
Yes.
I will make this okay.
You will. I'm confident. I'm confident in you. But no, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for doing this with me and talking about Hogwarts and running and music and all the fun things in between. I just adore you, and I hope you'll come back soon.
Oh, I adore you even more. I love everything you're doing with this show, and I'm so honored that you had me on. This was just an absolute blast. Anytime you want me, I'll come back because,
Please.
I mean, look at what we just did. This was like an hour plus just us shooting the shit. So
That's
I
right.
had such a blast. You are the coolest.
You are. Thank you, Erika. Six Star Erika. Erika Hamill. I'll say her full name, her full government name. I swear I say this every episode, but I truly mean it when I say I had the best time chatting with Erika for track 7 of the Allie G Show. She is such an inspiration to me on both the running and music space and even the podcast space, and I just adore her. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to it, share it, or leave a comment if you feel so inclined. And follow along on Instagram at @the_AllieG Show for new episode releases and updates. And as always, don't forget to listen to my friends on the On the Runs podcast.